It's important to wear sunscreen every day to protect your skin. But trust me, I know it can be hard to find a sunscreen that works well underneath makeup. That's why today I'm testing e.l.f.'s Suntouchable Whoa Glow SPF 30. I just want to see how it applies underneath makeup and how it lasts throughout the day. Follow along and let's see how it does. This lightweight SPF 30 creates a glowing radiance while priming for long-lasting makeup wear. Boosted with hydrating aloe, hyaluronic acid, and squalane, this sheer lotion is your daily go-to for luminous, protected skin. Get your glow on. And of course, this is cruelty-free and vegan, and it's also labeled on the box as clean. All right, so let's give it a try. I have to remove the little middle piece. As I'm removing the little foil wrapper, I do see that it is tinted, and it did say Sunbeam on the packaging, but I didn't realize that it was tinted. All right, let's give it a try. It's the consistency of it. It's nice and thick, but still looks nice and blendable. All right, I've got it all nice and evenly distributed and rubbed in, and it actually feels very nice. It's nice and hydrating on the skin, and the tint seems to have kind of dissipated, and we're just left with this really beautiful glow. So now I'm gonna go ahead and let it sit for 15 minutes before I apply my foundation over the top. So just looking at it without giving it any time to dry down or anything, it does look really pretty. The tint seems to have gone away, so you know, it really has blended in there to just be a nice glow. It would be very glowy if you didn't put any makeup on top of it. That might change as it dries down, but my main purpose was to try and see how this looked underneath makeup. So that will be the next test. I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, it's been 15 minutes and the sunscreen has had time to dry down. As you can see, it is still looking pretty glowy without the foundation on top, so let's go ahead and give that a try. I also have popped on some of the Pacifica Vegan Collagen Lip Plumping Gloss. I talked about this last week as I was trying out cruelty-free and vegan products to put in my makeup kit, and I have to say I have been enjoying it for personal use. It's pretty nourishing on dry lips. However, I don't think it's something that's going to end up in my kit. I am enjoying the Inglot lip oil more. That's in my kit, and I think I will leave that there for now. I do really like the brand Pacifica, and I love their sustainable packaging. I love that everything's cruelty-free and vegan. I love this glass container, so I may or may not repurchase it. I can't say for sure right now, but it's good, but it's not great. Anyway, moving along, let's apply the foundation over the top of the sunscreen to see how it performs. Today, I'll be using the Face Atelier Ultra Foundation, and this is in the shade 2 Ivory. And again, this is cruelty-free and vegan, and this is something that does have a place in my makeup kit. This is a silicone-based foundation, and you can see it's got a nice thin consistency. I love this for its skin-like look. I'm going to be using my Real Techniques 200 Expert Face Brush to apply it today. All right, I have to say, so far I really like how the foundation applied over this e.l.f. Suntouchable Whoa Glow sunscreen. So it's kind of similar to just using an illuminating primer. You can see based on using the illuminating sunscreen and then also using this foundation that is a kind of luminous finish, dewy finish foundation, it still has quite a dewy finish right now. So what I want to do is finish the rest of my makeup and powder it down. I'll come back and show you how that all turned out. And then I'll go ahead and wear it for the rest of the day and update you with how I think it performed. So far, I do have dry skin, and I have to say I liked how hydrating it's been for my dry skin, and it so far has worked very well with this Face Atelier foundation. I'll keep you updated. I'm back, and the rest of my makeup is on. I had success applying my usual makeup on top of the e.l.f. sunscreen as normal. I didn't have any trouble. Everything applied as usual. And I think it turned out very nicely. I'm happy with how hydrating it still is. It is rather glowy. I might have used a little extra powder in just some areas like under the eyes and in the T-zone to make sure I took down the glow some. Of course, it's a glowy sunscreen, so you're supposed to have, you know, a little bit of luminosity to your skin too. And as someone with dry skin, I do appreciate that glow. So I liked how it has applied, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. So I'll check back in this evening and tell you how it held up throughout the day. Before I go, I just want to give an update on the Pacifica Vegan Collagen Lash Serum and Primer that I talked about last week. And as I was giving that a test, I said I needed more time because I wanted to test it out with some mascaras that I know that are my tried and true that I love. So I have tried it a few more times under mascaras that I love, and I have to say I am very happy with it. I do have it on again today, and I am pleased with the performance. And even though it's only been a few uses, I do feel like it is conditioning my lashes like it's supposed to do. So not only is this still a contender for my makeup kit, this is going to be what I'm reaching for on a daily basis when I am looking for a lash primer. So far, this Pacifica Vegan Collagen Lash Primer and Serum is a hit. All right, I'll check back in and let you know how the sunscreen held up at the end of the day. I'm back. It's been about 9 hours since I first applied the sunscreen and then the foundation. As you can see, it is looking pretty glowy and shiny at this point. I haven't touched up or anything throughout the day. I wanted to give it a really, fair run to see if I didn't do anything, how it would perform. I actually think it performed pretty well. My makeup the foundation hasn't worn off any more than normal, maybe a little more on my chin, but that could have been contributed to eating, or, I could have been sitting with my hand on my face and not noticing. So I don't think it wore off any faster. I definitely think that it will be a good contender for everyday use, especially if not filming. It looks better in, just average daylight. It's extra glowy in front of the lights and things like that. So if I was just wearing it every day and, have it kind of by the end of the day have it be shiny, that's not so bad. I think I can handle that. I like that it's still hydrating. I don't feel like my skin dried out at all at the end of the day, which is something that's really common in other sunscreens that I wear. So I do really like how it performed. And I think that I could also powder and touch up at another point throughout the day, and try it with other foundations as well. But I really think it's going to be a good contender to wear on the daily, especially for everyday use. And I didn't do anything super strenuous today. I just, I was outside for a while. I was inside for a while. It was really windy outside. My eyes were watering a bit. So, the makeup was disturbed a little bit, but just normal, average, everyday stuff, inside, outside. I didn't sit outside and try to get a tan or anything. Again, it's only an SPF 30. So I was just using it for average, everyday protection, and I think that it performed well, and I'm going to go ahead and continue to use it. I'll, of course, report back if I have any more updates other than this. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Unfiltered Makeup.